This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Brissett going to go to the air right away. That's swung out wide to Harris. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Brissett. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that
run. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. Smith catches left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Chance is good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. On play action, Brissett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Out of his end zone, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this out past the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. Safety serious.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Love from the gun. Slant to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Love now to pass on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people.
Here we go. Here we go. Six.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air again, Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Here's Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Harris running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Brissett to throw on first. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Jones on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brissett's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Again, it's Brissett. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run with Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It's 2nd down.
So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Love's throw complete here to Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first? He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, 26 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Adams, the man in motion left. First down, going to the air with Love. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Raiders, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Black Ultra. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
from the shotgun. It's Brissett. Completes it to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first down throw for Brissett. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brissett. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Love now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right.
Hey,
They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.